And welcome back. All right. Cool. So, welcome back to the show. Today we're going to be discussing special ways to bring back freshmen to the wonderful world of science and chemistry. So, we took some surveys from the audience. First one, they gave me a paper here. Tips on labs. Joshua from Maine said, always pre-organize. I found it helpful to do calculations in the background so that when I do in the background packets, so that the actual lab write-ups are easy. Thank you for that suggestion. Chapters that were easy and hard. Greg from Detroit said that thermodynamics was easy. However, she provided us with a monologue of the equilibrium chapter. And she's provided that for us. Let's watch. Equilibrium. How bad could it be? But then, trouble. pH. KC. I am going to die. Tips for studying. This one was submitted from a young lad named Steve in Florida. He said, don't forget that you have a textbook. Use it. Simple, but I remember when I first started out, and all this, hard science classes, I kind of forgot that we had a textbook. Started using it again, and finally I actually know what I'm doing on tests. Amazing. Things to look forward to. Jake from California told us that the Halloween extravaganza was super cool. I remember that. I remember you screaming like a third grader. You were so excited. The pumpkins. And now we get to the fun part. Here was a list we compiled of, well, it's a top 10 list. No particular order, no particular category, just chemistry and top 10 things. Number 10. Connor Clary performing correct measurements on labs. It does happen sometimes. Number 9. Equilibrium being hard because of the quadratic formula. That's why it's hard. That's not. Number 8. Valentine's Day. Extra credit, having more innuendo than a Tuesday morning dirty kids show. Number 7, hypervalence. Hypervalence. That's it. Hypervalence. 6, periodic trend blues. I think what that's referring to is, you got that diagonal line. To this day, I don't know whether it's bottom left to top right or top left to bottom right. Nobody I don't knows. Even know what a periodic table is. Mrs. Grissinger knows. I would hope Mrs. Grissinger knows. Number 5. Silly me, I did the chapter breakdown, but I forgot to bring it in on test day. Number 4. Was this assignment optional? Either way, I'm not doing it. Number 3. Waiting for AP scores are as suspenseful as a crime drama. Number 2. spending hours making a note card you don't use. Too many times. Too many times. And number 1, crash course videos making concepts more complicated than just studying the notes. If you want to do well on a test and you missed a couple days of school, get the notes. We now have a special presentation from our friendly music guests. Please welcome the Schnords performing Q equals heat.
Q equals heat, Q equals heat. Boom, 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 kaboom. Kaboom equals heat. Kaboom. And don't you know just how to find C? Kaboom. Yes, all that stands for is the heat capacity. Delta T is a change of temp, then you need to know the math. I hope your substance is not a gas. Boom, kaboom. Magnesium, calcium, 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 calcium. Kaboom. Nickel, oxygen. Q equals heat. Kaboom. Make sure you grab your thermometer. Boom. Trigger the change in distilled water. Heat is the key lab partner. Boom, kaboom.
Every time it go kaboom, the reaction is exothermic. If you found what I want for Q, enthalpy's negative.
Q equals heat.
Kaboom.
Don't you know just how to
Kaboom.
find C?
Kaboom.
Yes, all that stands for is
Kaboom.
heat capacity.
Delta T is a change in temp, then you need to know the math. I hope your substance is not a gas. Boom, kaboom. Magnesium, calcium, 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 calcium. Kaboom. Nickel, oxygen. Q equals heat, Q equals heat. Boom, 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 kaboom. Q equals heat. Kaboom. Make sure you grab your thermometer. Boom. Record the change of distilled water. Heat is the key lab partner.